Hi, I'm Bob. In the last video, we drew a total product curve, and we found that as labor increases, the total product first increases at an increasing rate and then increases at a decreasing rate until it reaches the highest point. It is not a straight line because the marginal product of labor changes as more and more workers are employed. Today we will explore the marginal product of labor and graph the marginal product curve. First, let's review how to draw the total product curve. Here's the total product table that shows the total ice cream cones produced for each level of labor. It is a detailed version of the table we used in the last video. We plot each point and obtain the total product curve. Next, let's take a look at the marginal product of labor. The marginal product of labor is the change in total output resulting from using an extra unit of labor, holding other factors constant. We can make a table to show the marginal product of labor. This is the marginal product table for the ice cream firm. As the firm hires the first worker, the firm produces 30 ice cream cones per day. The firm's total product changes from 0 to 30, so the marginal product of labor at this point is 30 ice cream cones. When the firm hires the second worker, it produces 114 ice cream cones. The change in the total output is 84 ice cream cones, so the marginal product of labor at this point is 84 ice cream cones. As the firm employs the third worker, the firm produces a total of 246 ice cream cones per day, which is an increase of 132 ice cream cones. So the marginal product of labor at this point is 132 ice cream cones. We can continue calculating the marginal product of labor as the firm employs more and more workers. The table shows that initially the marginal product of labor increases until it reaches the highest level, and then it decreases towards 0. It even becomes negative as more and more workers are employed. Based on this marginal product of labor table, we can plot the marginal product curve. The marginal product increases at the beginning. When the firm hires 10 workers, the marginal product of labor is maximized. As the firm employs more workers, the marginal product of labor decreases. To compare the total product curve and the marginal product curve, we can place them side by side and see how the marginal product curve relates to the total product curve. We find that the total product of labor increases at an increasing rate until point B, and then it increases at a decreasing rate. Point B is the highest marginal product of labor. As long as the marginal product of labor is positive, the total product of labor will increase. When the marginal product of labor falls to 0, the total product reaches its maximum, point D. If the marginal product becomes negative, the total product will reduce. Notice that as the number of workers increases, the marginal product declines eventually. This property is called the law of diminishing marginal product. The law of diminishing marginal product, or diminishing marginal returns, states that if a firm keeps increasing an input holding all other inputs and technology constant. The corresponding increases in output will eventually become smaller. In our case of ice cream, when there is one worker, she has to operate the ice cream cone baking machine and the ice cream filling machine. When the firm hires one more worker, the two workers can work on two machines, specializing in two different jobs. Each worker becomes more productive, and therefore the output increases more than double. Since the ice cream machines are not fully used, employing more workers can increase each worker's productivity. This is the part of the curves before point B. The marginal product increases, and the total product increases at an increasing rate. However, as the number of workers increases, additional workers have to share the ice cream machines and work in more crowded conditions. Eventually, the factory becomes so overcrowded that workers often get in each other's way. Hence, as more workers are hired, each additional worker contributes fewer additional ice cream cones to total production. This is the part from point B to point D. The marginal product decreases, and the total product increases at a decreasing rate. In theory, it is possible that an additional worker harms production and leads to a drop in total production. That is the part after point D where the marginal product becomes negative. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.